Alright guys, welcome back to another guild boss video, and this time it will be a rotation and combat flow guide for the fire team. I think this is where most people struggle, so I'm gonna share with you guys the entire thing, give you some tips, and show the tricks I do to get consistent 40 billion damage runs. Since we've been doing this for many months now, and I've already made a guide on this in the past, I'm gonna skip the basics. I'll just show the full setup and stats later along with the full run so you can see it. So again, this will be focused more on the exact step-by-step gameplay. Before we dive in though, if you've been enjoying the videos I put out and find them helpful, you can support what I do through the SLA Content Creator Program. Right now, we've got 2 active supporter codes that I send out daily and 2 more coming very soon. If you need them, feel free to support here. Thanks again, and let's begin. Aggro is actually one of the biggest problems here because that causes the Ant Queen to go wild and sometimes do weird, annoying attack patterns. So here's the solution I did. For Sung Jinwoo, you want him to have the highest total HP, and that includes dimensional advancement bonuses and any buffs. This way, he'll take one of the Ant Queen's aggro conditions and keep things predictable. That's why in this case, I run Kanyaro's Blessings to get a bit more extra HP percent and secure that aggro. But if your HP is already enough, no need to use it, of course. So for Suyeon, if I'm not mistaken, the boss sometimes target the one ranked either 3rd or 4th in damage at specific times. And if she gets targeted during those moments, the pattern can get weird. So keep an eye on that. And if it happens, you might need to adjust her damage output. And as for the hunter setup positioning, just copy mine here. It will most likely matter too for the rotation that I'm about to show you. Now for this guide, we use pure manual ultimates, and don't worry because it's very easy once you get more practice. So this is possible now after the Kanae skill cast fix. So I'll just go over the exact timings for Isil, Kanae, and Gina shortly. So this is my opener now. I dash a bit to the right, use the fan, follow it up with a dagger toss, then go right into the bow. Extreme evasion to the left and do shadow step. Then I cast Sonic Explosion, another dagger toss, and do the 2 core attacks. Next, I want to use 2 QTEs. This helps charge up my power gauge quickly. And at exactly 244, I press Isil's ultimate. And right after that, I take another shadow step, dagger toss again, do basic attacks to activate the core, and do another fan and bow combo. Your goal here is to make the boss go down around 227 to 229. Just adjust your timing as needed, and also try to use Ancient Wraith Core here if possible for faster power gauge gain. When the ant spawns, I move left, throw another dagger toss to fill the power gauge, then run straight to the middle so that most of them are in range of my ultimate. If done correctly, you'll wipe them out at 223 mark. After wiping the ants, I run straight to where the queen spawns and wait for her paw attack. Then I shadow step in, unload the full combo, and press Gina's ultimate for the first Sylph's Blessing stack. And just do one more shadow step after that. And my goal here is to use QTEs while it's doing an attack pattern at 1 minute 59 seconds mark, because this can force a boss pattern change and proc the break phase earlier. So if I'm a bit early, like in this case where my timing is off, which is not the ideal situation, I just stall by running around to avoid triggering another long weird pattern. And also don't forget to use Isil's ultimate before the break phase for a chance to hit 70 stacks after the break. So after the break, I just shadow step and do another full rotation. Once it is backed up, don't use your shadow step immediately, and instead prioritize the next fan bow combo. And the reason you want to do this is because this will put the Phoenix bow off cooldown earlier for the next ant phase, and with the defense decrease still active, don't worry too much about that. Then just get the next shadow step, deal some more damage, and what we aim for here is for the boss to go down by 128, but since we got delayed, it did another attack, but 125 is still fine. For the next ant phase, I move left and clear them using the bow. I don't use Kanae's ultimate yet to avoid wiping out the ants, because I usually use them to reposition to the other side using Jinwoo's ultimate. But in this run, 1 ant survived, so I had to ult early, and Kanae's ultimate ended up still wiping the other side. Not ideal, but still workable. At 115, when the Ant Queen returns, we need to be near it to force this specific attack pattern, get the shadow step immediately, and do another rotation. Just remember that even a 1 second delay here can cost you the final rotation before the time runs out. So every second is very important here. So finally at 0:59, try to use the QTEs again along with Isil's ultimate. In this particular run though, the boss is delayed a bit because we got delayed earlier in the first break. Like I said, every delay will affect the rest of the fight in the boss behavior. And from here on, it's very crucial to use every skill the moment they become available. No need to wait for debuff or whatever. Every second that you didn't use your skill could potentially cause you to lose one more skill cast, which amounts to close to 1,000,000,000 damage at this point. And actually that's what happened to me here. I missed the last core attack in the end, and maybe in a perfect run I'll be able to do another dagger toss too. So just a few more quick tips that can also make a difference. Remember to proc your Guardian with your last basic attack only when the fan is ready, and that way Guardian stays active for 10 seconds of your rotation. For Gina's ultimate, no need to think about it, just use it as soon as it's up, and Kanae's ultimate honestly not needed anymore. It can mess with her patterns and the damage is not that high. If you do want to use it though in a perfect scenario, try to time it exactly right after the fire buff, which is very challenging by the way, so I just try to do it whenever I can. So yeah, that's it. I hope this video helped. If you learned something from it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you so much again, and here are the builds and stats I used for this run along with the full replay.